Chapter 5. More in Excel. Topics covered: selection in a worksheet, entering numbers as text, and date and time, changing, deleting, copying and moving the cell contents, inserting and deleting cells, rows and columns, using undo and redo commands, using the autofill feature, formatting the worksheet. Selection in a worksheet. Before making any changes in the worksheet, you need to select it. In Excel, selection can be made in the following ways. To select a single cell, simply click on the cell. To select non-adjacent cells, press and hold down the Ctrl key and keep clicking the cells to be selected. To select a range of adjacent cells, click on the first cell of the range you want to select and holding the left mouse button, drag the mouse pointer to the last cell of the range. Alternatively, click on the first cell of the range and keeping the Shift key pressed, click on the last cell of the range. To select a row/column, click the row/column heading. To select adjacent rows/columns, select the first row/column, hold down the Shift key and then select the last row/column. To select non-adjacent rows/columns, select the first row/column, hold down the Ctrl key and keep on selecting the desired rows/columns. To select the entire worksheet, click the Select All button present at the intersection of row and column headers, or press Ctrl+A on the keyboard. Selecting a cell. Selecting a range of adjacent cells. Selecting a row. Selecting a column. Selecting adjacent rows. Selecting adjacent columns. Selecting non-adjacent rows. Selecting non-adjacent columns. To deselect, click anywhere outside the selection. If you have selected the entire worksheet, click anywhere in the worksheet to deselect it. Cyber tidbits. When you select a range of cells, all the cells appear highlighted except the active cell. Entering numbers as text, date and time. While entering numbers, sometimes we need to enter 0 as the first digit, such as in city codes, country codes, etc. If we directly enter the code as number, Excel discards the digit 0 at leftmost position. In such situations, we can add apostrophe before the number. However, you can perform mathematical operations on such numbers. The digit 0 will be ignored in such case. You can also enter numbers in the form of date and time. While entering a date, separate the day, month and year with a slash or hyphen. Excel recognizes it as a date. Similarly, to enter time, separate hours, minutes and seconds with colon. Changing the cell contents. You can change the contents of a cell in two ways. Either you can replace the contents completely, overwrite with a new entry, or change them partially, partial modification. Overwriting the cell contents. Editing the cell contents directly and replacing them with a new entry is called overwriting the cell contents. To overwrite the cell contents, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell. Step 2. Type the new contents in the cell. Step 3. Press the Enter key on the keyboard or click the Enter button on the formula bar. Modifying the cell contents partially. To modify the cell contents partially, follow these steps. Step 1. Double-click on the cell. Alternatively, select the cell and press the F2 key on the keyboard. This starts the edit mode and positions the cursor blinking at the end of contents inside the cell. Step 2. Make the desired changes in the existing content. Step 3. Press the Enter key or click the Enter button on the formula bar. You will see the modified contents both in the cell and in the formula bar. Interesting fact: When Excel is in edit mode, the word edit appears in the lower left corner of the Excel window. Many commands are unavailable in this mode. The cursor is also locked and the down and up arrow keys stop working. You can only move the cursor left or right. The cursor remains locked until you press the Enter key. Deleting the cell contents. To delete the contents of cell S, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell S. Step 2. On the Home tab, click the Clear button in the editing group and select Clear Contents option from the drop-down list. Or press the Delete key on the keyboard. Copying and moving the cell contents. The copy operation is used to copy the contents of a cell or a range of cells to a location in the same worksheet or to a different worksheet. The cut operation, on the other hand, is used to move the contents of a cell or range of cells to some other location in the same worksheet or to the other worksheet. Copying the cell contents. To copy the contents of cell S, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell S you want to copy. Step 2. On the Home tab, click the Copy button in the clipboard group. A moving dashed line, called Marquee, appears around the selected cells. Step 3. Click in the cell where you want the same data. Step 4. On the Home tab, click the Paste button in the clipboard group. The selected data is copied to the new location. Moving the cell contents. To move the contents of cell S, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell S you want to move. Step 2. On the Home tab, click the Cut button in the clipboard group. Step 3. Click in the cell where you want to move the contents. Step 4. On the Home tab, click the Paste button in the clipboard group. The selected data is removed from its original location and placed at the new location. Cyber tidbits. If you want to insert multiple rows/columns/cells at once, select the same number of rows/columns/cells that you want to insert. Inserting and deleting cells, rows and columns. In some situations, you need to enter some missing data in your worksheet. In such case, you need to insert blank cells, rows or columns in between the existing entries before entering the missing data. Inserting blank cells. To insert blank cells in a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell or a range of cells where you want to insert the new cells. Step 2. On the Home tab, click the down arrow of the Insert button in the Cells group. Step 3. Select the Insert Cells option from the drop-down list that appears. The Insert dialog box appears. Step 4. Choose one of the options from the dialog box, and click OK. Inserting blank rows/columns. To insert a new row/column in a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the row/column before which you want to insert the new row. Step 2. On the Home tab, click the down arrow of the Insert button in the Cells group. Step 3. Select the Insert Sheet Rows option from the drop-down list that appears to insert a row or Insert Sheet Columns option to insert a column. A new row/column is inserted and the selected row shifts down, while the selected column shifts to the right. Deleting cells. To delete cells from a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell or a range of cells you want to delete. Step 2. On the Home tab, click the down arrow of the Delete button in the Cells group. Step 3. Select the Delete Cells option from the drop-down list that appears. The Delete dialog box appears. Step 4. Choose one of the options in the dialog box, and click OK. Deleting rows/columns. To delete row S/column S from a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the row S/column S you want to delete? Step 2. On the Home tab, click the down arrow of the Delete button in the Cells group. Step 3. Select the Delete Sheet Rows option from the drop-down list to delete the selected row S, or select the Delete Sheet Columns option to delete the selected column S. The selected row S/column S are deleted. Using undo and redo commands. Sometimes after making changes in a cell, you may wish to cancel those changes and go back to the previous state. You can click Undo button on the Quick Access toolbar to cancel the last action S performed. The redo command is the opposite of undo command. It is used to perform the same action that you have undone using the undo command. Click the redo button on the Quick Access toolbar to repeat the last undone action S. Cyber tidbits. Certain actions in Excel cannot be undone. For example, the insertion and deletion of a worksheet from the workbook. Using the autofill feature. Excel provides a useful feature that allows you to enter a series of data such as days of a week, months of year, or a number series in the cells automatically. This feature is named autofill. You need not type the entire data. Just type a single or few values and the remaining values will be filled in automatically using the fill handle. A fill handle is a small square present at the lower right corner of the selected cell S. For example, to insert the series of months of the year, follow these steps. Step 1. Type January in a cell, say A1, and select that cell. Step 2. Place the mouse pointer over the fill handle. Step 3. When the mouse pointer changes to a plus sign, click and drag it down to the cell A12. Step 4. Release the mouse button. The selected cells are filled with names of the months. To fill a range of cells with a number series based on a specific pattern, follow these steps. Step 1. Type the first two values of the series in two adjacent cells. Step 2. Select both the cells. Step 3. Place the mouse over the fill handle. Step 4. When the mouse pointer changes to a plus sign, click and drag it down to the cell you want to be filled in. Step 5. Release the mouse button. Autofill uses the difference between the first two numbers as increment value of the series, and the selected range of cells gets filled with numbers accordingly. Formatting a worksheet. When you create a spreadsheet in Excel 2016, its look is very simple and colorless. Formatting the text makes your spreadsheet look more attractive and presentable. The options on the Home tab helps you format your spreadsheet according to your choice. Using the font options. The font group and the alignment group lets you set the font settings and alignment of the text respectively. In your spreadsheet, simply select the cells that you want to format and change the font face, font size, font color, and font style. This is how the text will look after using one or more of the options given above. Using the borders and background color options. To add a background color and borders to a cell or a group of cells, follow these steps. Step 1. Open the drop-down color palette under the Fill Color button in the Font group on the Home tab and select the desired color to fill in the background of the selected cell S. Step 2. Open the drop-down list under the Borders button in the Font group on the Home tab and select the desired style. This is how the text will look like after applying the above effects. Changing alignment of the text. Changing alignment of the text. Changing the placement of text within the cells is known as changing the alignment. Excel 2016 provides the following alignment options. Align text left. Align text right. Middle align. Center. Top align. Bottom align. The Align Text Left, Center and Align Text Right options control the horizontal alignment of the text within the cell, while the Top Align, Middle Align and Bottom Align options control the vertical alignment of the text. To change the alignment of the text in the cells of a spreadsheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell or range of cells of which you want to change the alignment. Step 2. Select the desired alignment option from the alignment group on the Home tab. It can be either horizontal or vertical alignment option. The alignment of the text will be changed. Changing the orientation of the text. Changing the direction of the text in a cell is known as changing its orientation. By default, the orientation of the text is horizontal, which you can change by making the use of the orientation option in the alignment group on the Home tab. The options present in the drop-down list under the orientation button are shown below in the image. For example, the vertical text option changes the orientation of the text to vertical. Wrapping text. Sometimes, while using the orientation feature, the text in the cells becomes hidden. This is because when you type long text in a cell which does not fit in them, the text extends to the adjacent cells, and if some text is entered in the adjacent cells, the extended part of the text is not visible. To avoid this, Excel 2016 provides the wrap text feature that allows you to prevent the spilling out of the long text to adjacent cells. To wrap the text in the cells, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Select the cell or range of cells containing long text. Step 2. Click the Wrap Text button in the Alignment group on the Home tab or press the keyboard keys Alt+Enter. The long text will be displayed in multiple lines within the same cell.